Alright, well, this little guy went over Lake Michigan on the car ferry, the SS Badger, about going on 10 years. And we went to the South Bend Memorial, and I got footage of that and this guy going over the ferry. And you'll see that right after the intro. Okay, so we started our trip to Ohio to the auction. We went around Chicago and we stayed in South Bend, Indiana, I believe. And we figured we would check out the South Bend Memorial here. So you can see the plow display with the James Oliver, the Oliver smokestack that's left from the factory. It's hard to believe this is 10 years ago. Almost. I think it was in September that we went. So I don't even know if it's the same yet, or if they changed it, but there's the display of the plow. And there's the truck and trailer that we went with. Not much to see inside the building. Some sort of like brick place or something. Masonry or something. Okay, so here is the ferry, SS Badger. And here's the truck being backed on with the 44 TNT plow in front of it, and on the back of the truck is a 2-row Oliver corn planter. I'm glad we had capacity for it, because it would suck to have to go back for that, for one thing. Not that many miles. And I remember the tolls were expensive too. I think it was like $50 in tolls to get there. And they, only the crew is allowed to load the vehicles onto the ship. It's a pretty big ship. It's, it's kind of like a cruise ship, like a small version of a cruise ship. Here you can see it taking off. This is Ludington, Michigan. It goes back and forth. One of the cool parts is it's you cross a time zone halfway through Lake Michigan, so it takes longer to get. It takes an hour longer to get to Ludington from Manitowoc than it does getting back because of the time change. It's pretty cold that day. September. It's just one of those, I don't know, breezy, cool days.
That guy that backed that trailer on?
Let's see if we can see Captain Morgan here. You can see how windy it is here. I don't know if that's still leaving or coming to Manitowoc. I'm not sure. That's got to be coming into Manitowoc because it was facing the land. I remember the movie they were showing was Captain America: The Winter Soldier, that I believe was released in 2014 when I rode this. I was gonna watch some of it, but the movie theater was full. When you get about halfway over the Lake Michigan, your cell reception goes to nothing because there's no towers, obviously. So unless you have like a satellite phone, you ain't getting nothing for reception. Now on the ship, there's, as I said, it's kind of like a mini cruise ship. There's a lot of room. There's a movie theater. There's a bingo area. There's concessions. There's lounge area you can watch. There was some sort of like mudding show on. I don't remember what it was, but people in a mud bog or something. There's all kinds of stuff you can do in there. Here they are docking in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. This gives a nice option for even like semi-drivers to avoid Chicago. A lot of semi-trucks will use this, even though you gotta pay a fair amount. I think for our rig it was like per axle. Or was it weight? I'm not sure. It might have been. I can't remember. It's axle or weight. I'm not sure. But it was a good experience too. It was really windy, so I think they were running the side of the ship into the dock. I'm thinking the wind was pushing it. Maybe it's always this difficult to get in there, but I'm not sure. You can see all the dirt and sand getting kicked up here. I'd say it's definitely an experience worth going to see. Experience at least once in your life. There's also a ferry that goes from Milwaukee to Michigan. I think it goes a little bit further north. I mean, I think it's an hour faster, so it must travel faster. Yeah, they're having some sort of issues aligning it here. I don't know what exactly, but here they're getting it brought in where they want it. Oh, they got her. Those two things that flip down, that hold in, and they run cables on both sides that tighten up and hold her there. Bring her right in. And it doesn't take long for that crew, and then again, only the crew is allowed to drive the vehicles. I would assume that's some sort of safety, reliability probably, for, I would imagine there'd be crashing going on if it was the regular drivers. I'm sure they can get it how they want it and as close as they want. And here you can see a passenger bus coming off. Next one will be a semi. It hauls quite a bit. Okay, semi is coming up. There he is. Another semi, just a tractor part. There's Evil Knievel coming off. It holds quite a few vehicles. And you can go on there as just a passenger too, a lot cheaper. Here it is, here it comes off. It's the corn planter and the TNT plow in the front of the 44. I'm surprised that that driver just didn't take off with it, having a load like that. An Oliver tractor like that. Surprised he just didn't keep going. Pretty happy that the boat didn't sink while we were on it, because that's my luck. So looking at their website now, it shows trailers up to 8 feet have prices, and then trailers add additional feet measured from the back bumper of vehicle to furthest point of trailer. So you probably have to call them for the whatever length you have, but it doesn't really break it down.